Hello? Can you hear me? Forgot to turn on my voice. How embarrassing. Anyway, as I was saying, that's the only way you are guaranteed to win HQ every time. Maybe you should try using that strategy on tonight's show, which is a very special show indeed, because it is my last one for 3 weeks. Yes, I'm taking a completely undeserved vacation. You know, I've worked through every holiday, every Sunday night for the past year, sometimes going 2 weeks straight at a time. I definitely do not need this vacation, but I'm taking it to visit my sister Raina in Scotland, who, get this, is pregnant. And she's keeping the baby. Yeah, there she is. Quiz Daddy's gonna be an uncle. That's not post-Thanksgiving dinner bloat. That is my nephew doing his best impression not to turn my sister into Kane from Alien. I'm heading over to Scotland. Yeah, I'm gonna see what this whole being happily married and starting a family thing is all about. It's such a foreign concept to me. I'll be sure to take some notes. What does this all mean for you, my trusted HQties? It means I'm putting every sinew and fiber of my being into tonight's show. I'm bringing you my A++ game. I'm leaving it all on the field. And then I'm gonna resod that field and manicure it so it looks even better than when I found it. And you're gonna be a part of it right here, right now on HQ, the live mobile game show where you answer questions to win cash. I am your host with the cinnamon toast crunch, the hunchback of Votra game, Quizimodo, Scott Rogowsky, live from the greatest city on earth, the city that never sleeps, St. Andrews, United Kingdom, with Mike Tufano, Susan Barron, MS Maven, Jonathan Whitmore, Samantha Macris, and Emily Hitpis. Are you all settled back in your homes after all that holiday travel, or are you in the car driving back on a train? Are you 30,000 feet in the air, sucking up all the bandwidth from the rest of the plane? Wherever you are, take comfort in knowing that if you answer just 15 measly questions tonight, you're gonna be making a little moolah. Yeah, winners are splitting 25,000 ducats, 25,000 ducats, 25,000 doo-doo dollars. A lot of money on your Sunday. This is why you never miss a Sunday show. An Extra Life's gonna help you stay in the game if you get a question wrong. Do you have them? Did you play 5 days in a row to get one? Did you refer your friends to get one? Did you buy one right now? You could do that. Do you have an eraser? Play with your friends. Get those other phones out. Erasers only appear if you're playing around 3 other HQties. It erases an incorrect answer. You know that. You got that. Good? You good? 3 weeks. I don't have to pimp Extra Lives. Looking forward to that. Are you guys ready to rumble? Are you ready to get quizzed from a rose on the gray? Do you want to quiz with me and get some money? With over 500,000 of you live in the game right now, I'd say you're ready. So let us get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get this show on the road. Numero uno. According to an old saying, the squeaky wheel gets what? A goat, an Extra Life, or the grease? In my sister's new household, the squeaky wheel's gonna get spanked. Now, I don't know how they're raising the baby. It's not up to me to decide. I got spanked. I'm into spanking. Look, I don't recommend a career in squeaky wheeling, okay? It's not as glamorous as this question makes it appear. You squeak, you get a little grease. You go on with your day. That's the whole thing. 490,582 of you knew grease is the word. At Q2, who is Mickey Mouse's longtime girlfriend? Movember Mouse, Martha Mouse, or Minnie Mouse? Yeah, my Movember lasted a couple weeks and then just can't. The shaving is difficult. Mickey and his girlfriend have been together since their birth, 90 years ago last week, in fact. He still hasn't popped the question. I think he's seeing Goofy on the down low, which in my twisted imagination makes Minnie Mouse Mickey's beard. 488,275 are putting a bow on it. Joining the Goof Troop to Q3. But before we get there, sidebar, got a different kind of question for you. Do you consider yourself sponge-worthy? Do you know your Kramers from your Newmans? Do you want to play Seinfeld trivia? You can. This Thursday, 9 p.m., grab your junior mints. Yada, yada, yada. It's real, and it's spectacular. This Thursday night, that's gold, Jerry. Gold. I'm not going to be there for it. I'll make the next one. Q3, where would you most likely find a listicle? In human intestines, on a coastline, or on the internet? HQ is the only place you're going to hear someone say, I hope you've seen a listicle, because it's going to help you answer this question. It's a portmanteau of list and article, which is a combination of garbage and journalism that you'll find on the internet. Listicles Oh no. What? Are you not digital natives, my HQDs? You're playing HQ for crying out loud. 280,000, nearly 290,000 of you did not know what a listicle is? 188,241 are on the internet. Here's an example, by the way, of a listicle. 188,241 HQDs advancing to the next round will blow your mind. Q4, which of these Shakespeare characters has been played by Leonardo DiCaprio? Romeo, King Lear, or Hamlet? We're talking about King Lear? Norman Lear? Maybe Norman's final production will be an adaptation of King Lear, starring Leo. But as a 21-year-old in the mid-90s, DiCaprio portrayed that famously star-crossed lover, Romeo Montague.
His name is Romeo, the only son of your great enemy.
Oh, Romeo. Where art thou, Romeo? Who cares? Where art thou, HQDs, is what I want to know. 188,414 are going to be at Q5. By definition, if two words are cognate, they have the same what? Vowel pattern, or origin, or first letter. We're doing 15 questions tonight, folks. 25 thou. You know what the Spanish word for restaurant is? Restaurante. Yeah. You know what the English word for restaurant is? Restaurant. I just said it. It's no coinkydink. They both derive from the same Latin word, making them cognate by their shared origin. Single origin, shade grown, fair trade. That's the type of question we have here. 109,393. I want to know your origin story. I'll tell you where it's going. Q6. Who is not credited as a co-discoverer of DNA's double helix shape? Gregor Mendel, James Watson, or Francis Crick? Got a crick in my neck. These are all three big names in the field of genetics, but one of them was not in the lab with the other two because he was dead before they were even born. Watson and Crick discovered the double helix. Gregor Mendel was observing inherited traits in the 19th century, playing God with peas. 69,705 of you inheriting the characteristics of Q7. Which Dr. Seuss created species is notoriously stubborn? Barbaloot, Zax, or Sneetch? You know, the Grinch gets all the attention this time of year, but let's not forget these other Seuss creations. Ted Geisel. The Barbaloots are the victims of deforestation in the Lorax. And the Sneetches on the beaches with stars upon thars, they're focused on fashion and discrimination. It's a good story. It's not the answer. The north-going Zax, however, and the south-going Zax would not budge an inch to let each other pass. 35,749 know their Seuss.
I'll prove to you that I won't change my ways if I have to keep standing here 59 days.
59 days till the coal ran out. 59 days. We're finding our way to Q8. Which of these bands shares its full name with a brand of candy? Corn, Goo Goo Dolls, or Squirrel Nut Zippers? Candy bands? The candy band can. Candy corn? No, corn was so named because spelling a vegetable correctly just isn't metal. You freaks on a leash know that. Goo Goo Dolls, that was taken from a toy ad that must have been making the rounds in Buffalo. The answer here is the North Carolina neo-swing jazz band that shares a name with a Boston area caramel candy. There it is, the Squirrel Nut Zippers. Who's putting a lid on it? Oh, 22,118 swinging on to Q9. They got this one zipped up. What very modern sport features a trophy named for Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak? Segway polo, virtual golf, or drone jousting? The Woz, as the cup is called, the Woz Cup. It's been awarded annually since 2006, most recently to Team Barbados, who trounced the Germans 3-1 at this game of high-tech kings that actually played once in Warwickshire.
Ooh, doggy. I'm doing it. I'm segueing. I can
Look
do
at
this all
me
day.
on the Segway playing Segway Polo. Segway Polo's a real thing. Yeah. 15,365 staying upright after that one. Speaking of Segways, did you guys hear about Q10? Which province does not touch Canada's Four Corners Monument? Alberta, Manitoba, or Saskatchewan? What else is in the news? Canada's got four corners too? Yeah. America's four corners out in the desert, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, has a much chillier Canadian cousin. To see it, you gotta go way up to where the Northwest Territories and Nunavut join with Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Sorry, Alberta, you are not invited to this party. 11,983 cornering this quiz tonight. 5,000 of you, you're having none of it. No more of it. No more of quiz, unless you have an extra life. Q11, what is the name of the atmosphere of a comet? Cosmosphere, corona, or coma? Yes, Virginia, comets have atmospheres, especially when they're passing by Earth, because the sun heats up their surface, giving them gases to throw off, which is such a lovely image. Scientists call that a coma, only slightly different from the food coma you experienced Thursday night. 8,270 know their cosmos, their Carl Sagan, they're shooting on to Q12. What relative of John Wilkes Booth saved the life of Abraham Lincoln's son? Father, son, or brother? Yes, it's unfair to paint the Booths with a broad brush. They weren't all crazy assassins. After John Wilkes went rogue, one relative took solace in the fact that he actually pulled Robert Todd Lincoln, Abe's son, away from a moving train in time to save his life. The hero in that story, Edwin Booth, brother to J.W., and a much better actor, too. Take that. Yeah, he's one of the best Hamlets in American theater. 5,063 of you taking solace in the fact that you got to Q13 on this Sunday night. Big Money Sunday. At the start of the famous Black Sabbath song, what device helped Ozzy Osbourne announce that he was Iron Man? Oil drum, telephone, or electric fan? Hard to miss this if you're familiar with the song. To get a processed electronic sound similar to computer speech, or what he thought computer speech would sound like in 1970. Ozzy made his declaration with a very metal electric fan between him and the mic. I am Iron Man. I can't do it without the fan. 4,424 on a crazy train to Q14. The Bare Naked Ladies song 1 week mentions the director of which of these films? Charlie's Angels, Star Wars, or Rashomon? Oh, it's like a music and a movies question all in one. Oh, Canada! The national anthem here, sing it with me. Like Kurosawa, I make mad... Take two. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they have a samurai. Like the movie Rashomon, directed by Akira Kurosawa, who won an Oscar for it. Rashomon! 3,666 know their classic Japanese cinema. They are the last samurais in tonight's quiz. You got a drumstick, but your brain has not stopped ticking, because you got one more, baby. You made it all the way to Q15. Like Harrison Ford, you're getting frantic? I'd say so. It all boils down to this. Like Sting, you're tantric? Maybe, that's up to you. That's your private, I'm not gonna ask about that. Q15. What classic video game character has offspring who starred in their own arcade game? Dig Dug, Hubert, or Frogger? Music to movies to video games. That's what we do here in HQ. We keep it all in the somewhat similar area of millennial knowledge. Most people's knowledge of video game fertility starts and ends with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, who both launched junior arcade games. Less well known is that Namco's Susumu Hori, professional name of Mr. Driller, yes, is canonically the son of Dig Dug. Dig Dug, your answer at Q15, and oh boy, a savage Q15, the final question. We have 529 winners tonight, baby! Love to see that. A savage Q15 striking late, leaving us with some big money to give out to our 529 winners, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. $47.26, that'll satisfy you. You can watch X-Files with the lights on or off, whatever you want with that kind of money. Ralph Robbins, Ferdin 27, Mr. Roo, Jin 09, Bex Mix, Anemo Sick, a little porcupine there, Kyle Roma, Jamui 99. Mazal Tov to one and all of you, really, walking away with good cash, good money. That is 100% non-counterfeited, actual money that's going to go into your it's virtual money. You'll get it somehow. Figure it out. That's all for me tonight, folks. That's all for you. You want to come back and play it again? Yeah, you want to play it again, Sam? You can. Tomorrow night, movie trivia night, 9 p.m. Every night at 9 p.m. This Thursday, Seinfeld trivia night. That's this week. So much good stuff. I'll be gone till December. December 16th. Matt Richards and company will be keeping you company. Maybe Sharon, maybe our new host for our new show might make, who knows? Lots happening here at HQ. Until I see you again, I shall do my absolute best to remain your humble host, Scott Rogowsky, signing off, leaving you with one final question, courtesy of my favorite living comedian, Andy Kindler, whom I had the privilege of seeing last night. Who died and made Jim Belushi a star? Good night, goodbye.